start out. First and last names just for documentation real quick.
Peter Alexander.
Veronica Brand.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so can you guys share a little bit about what happened in court today?
Sure. The judge, I think, made a reasonable, logical rendering for Mr. Hubbard, released him on a $1,000 bond, but also with electronic monitoring.
And then what do you think of those results?
I think they're adequate. I think it was adequate. I think it was a little too much with the electronic monitoring, in my opinion, because he has deep roots in the community, business and personal. He goes decades back. You know, he's originally from this area. So, yeah, he's active in the community also.
How about you, Veronica? What's your take?
Well, I agree with Peter. I'm glad that he was released on bond and a reasonable bond, but I do wish that we could have foregone the electronic monitoring because Mr. Hubbard is certainly not proven to be a flight risk. You know, he's been very cooperative with everything, and like Peter said, he grew up here, he's got deep roots here. I have people calling me from all over his Ward 2 who are really upset about this turn of events and are supporting him.
And did you get a chance to vet this candidate before choosing him as a Republican nominee?
Well, let me remind you, in February, we were covered. Everybody was there at the LRCC meeting when we found out that through the primary versus firehouse primary that anybody has the legal right to get on a ballot in any party they want. That this way the state law works now with after Delegate Helmer's bill that passed in 21 that went into effect January 1st of this year, all you have to do is go collect your signatures. That's it. So that being said, I was familiar with Mr. Hubbard, and these charges are shocking to me, and I do want to remind everybody also that you are innocent until proven guilty in our great nation. And the biggest concern for me on this is I feel like he's been tried and convicted because of in the press and because of this, and I really call to question the coverage of this. And his mugshot has been blasted everywhere with no consideration of the fact that you are innocent until proven guilty, and that he has not been convicted. And he has not even had the opportunity to speak for himself.
He does have quite a rap sheet when it comes to charges. When you do look him up, you know, were you aware of his rap sheet?
I was aware of the charges when he was a kid. He has had his rights restored, or he would not have been able to be on the ballot. So he has the legal right. He has his rights restored. He's been an upstanding citizen. I mean, I hear from people all over the community now about things that about things that he's done for them, about him taking cases of water to people who can't get out, about him fixing their cars for free because they don't have the money. I mean, Mr. Hubbard has done a lot of service for his community and for Ward 2, and he came back here from Maryland. He was distraught about how run down the state of Ward 2 when he came back, this ward that he grew up in, and how I've heard him talk about how the EC Glass was one of the best schools in the country when he was there playing football, and that's why he decided to run.
What was his disposition like? How was he in the court? Upbeat, somber, quiet?
He was quiet and upbeat.
I mean, it's been hard for him. Of course, it's been hard for him.
He may have been incarcerated.
He's been incarcerated for a week, unable to do business, unable to be with his elderly mother, you know, unable to see his special needs brother. He's been here for a week on charges that he is pleading innocent to. So I think that is certainly been tough with him.
Yeah, he was also shackled.
Yeah.
That is outrageous. A man that is not a judge said is considered not a flight risk, has deep roots in the community. Who ordered this man to be shackled? That's what I'd like to know.
Was the victim in court? You don't have to say
no.
If so. Okay. Will he continue with his campaign?
That'll be up to him. I haven't been able to talk to him about that. So, you know, that's going to be his decision to make if he wants to stay in and fight this, because he is saying that these are not accurate charges, these are not true charges, and it's a history with this person to file false charges. So that is another concern, that people can continue to do things like that, and that there's no recourse. You can defame a man's character, prevent him from earning a living, and there's no recourse. That needs to be changed.
Do you think he should continue running?
I am reserving that until I am able to talk to Mr. Hubbard.
He'll be released today?
Yes.